Oftentimes when I talk about Exalted Stunt System, people will say, well, a good DM in 5e will make cool things easier for you. And that's true, but that's also true for every single system, right? Like any tabletop system, a good DM can say, well, if you do something cool, it gets easier if they want to play that sort of game. But that's not built into 5e, that's not built into D&D. And there are DMs that don't reward you for doing that sort of stuff, that make that stuff actively hard to do. In fact, I would say they're more common than DMs that make it easier to do. I'm one of the DMs that make it easier to do, by the way. I love when people do high-flying anime bullshit. And I'll say, as a player who likes doing high-flying anime bullshit, if I'm like, all right, I want to grapple this guy and throw him against the wall and then stab him into the wall after I grapple him because it looks really cool. And then someone's like, okay, roll athletics. Okay, roll a grapple check. Okay, do this. Okay, do that. Because the thing I'm doing is so bonkers. Then I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm just gonna walk up to someone and say, I stabbed the guy, because I have to make one roll, and it's more likely that I'll succeed. The reason why I like the stunt system is because it bakes cool things are easier to do and better to do into the system rules as written. I don't need a good DM, because if I do something, I could just say, stunt, ? And look to the table, and then if they're like, yeah, no, that's cool, I get power from it. A good DM can make any system fun to play. In fact, back in college, we used to go look for bad tabletop systems and make them fun to play, just because it was a fun thing to do. But good systems have rules baked into them that create the game that the developers want you to play. D&D does not bake in anime bullshit equals cool power in its system anywhere. And that's fine. D&D is descended from a long line of war games and really is a little bit mid-fantasy. It's not really high anime bullshit fantasy. And a good DM can make D&D high anime bullshit fantasy, but for Exalted, it's baked right in the system and I don't have to worry about it.